Hey there guys, it's Young Volk here today, and today I'm going to talk about my 5 favorite things about tournaments. Now this video is more so for people who haven't been to many tournaments, and who don't get to go to the locals very often, or have only been to regionals. And locals is a special thing because it's weekly and you get to meet lots of people in the scene. So I'm going to have a little list that I'm going to reference right here for my top 5 favorite things about Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments. So, number 5. You get to see what the meta's like. And for people who don't have much exposure to Yu-Gi-Oh!, the concept of meta is a bit weird to see that everybody's running a certain type of deck because it's that good. And then you're able to see what everybody runs, how they run it, and overall help you a bit as a duelist. So you can see what's the future looking like and what the present looks like. And maybe how to adapt to it. Number 4, you can make some long-lasting friends. And I know this might not seem like the easiest thing to do at first, but oftentimes if you go to a regional with somebody, you will eventually get car rides with them, and you'll just hang out a lot because you're spending lots of time at the tournament together. Now, for example, you go to regionals with them, you get to ride with them. That's like a 3-hour ride usually for most people who have to go to regionals, unless it's very close to your locals. And you can just chill with them there, and you guys can have lots of fun together. Then on top of that, you can also like form teams, which is a bit of an older concept. Yu-Gi-Oh! Teams where you guys all share cards. It's not as popular as it was before, but moving on. Number 3, you can become a regular, and being a regular has lots of benefits. You get to know the shopkeeper, you need to get to know the judges, you need to get to know the way they rule, and you get to see who's the best at the tournament and see if you can become the best at the tournament, allowing you to weekly put in like your $5 for the locals and then get the prize packs, allowing you to really reap the benefits and also get lots of new cards at the same time. Number 2, you can become a better duelist. While this seems self-explanatory, it's just simply the fact you get to do more variety, you get to see new decks, you get to trade with more people, so overall you just become a better duelist because you can make better decks, you can duel better people, and you really just get to learn a lot more. And number 1, you can really see where you stack up at an eagle-eye view. And by this I mean, this is for people who play Yu-Gi-Oh! In small communities. For example, at school, we play Yu-Gi-Oh! Quite a bit. It wasn't until recently that we got up to how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is today. Because now one of my friends is playing a rank PK Fire, but he runs Despots. It's my friend Sean. We already did a profile on him, and I run Speedroids. But until then, we were all running junk decks. And by junk decks, I mean they're all just combo things that we threw together pretty randomly. But you can really see where you stack up today in the current meta and see how Yu-Gi-Oh's actually play competitively. And you'll be able to see whether, even though you're the best at your school, whether that even means anything. Because if you have really competitive schools, then yeah, that can mean a lot. But if your school just has a whole bunch of combo decks floating around, that might not mean all that you think it does. Well, and that's most of what the video is. Now, to touch back on number 5, you get to see what the meta is like. For those of you who don't know what the meta is, as you are new players or just new to gaming in general, the meta is pretty much what's hot and what's not. It's the best of what there is. So, for example, PK Fire, Phantom Knight, Burning Abyss, and then the part that I hate, they have Speedroids thrown in there. That's meta. It wins the most tournaments. It's the most commonly used. It's the best deck out there currently. And there's not many decks that can beat it. So the meta is whatever deck is like top of the line, tier 0, tier being like how high on the ranking list it goes, with going from 0 at the top, which makes no sense, to all the way down to lower tier decks.